Hi everyone, this is your bar exam coach. I am attorney Jen Estabilio. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about law school life, exam preparation, and everything in between. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe for more helpful discussions like this one. I've been receiving a lot of messages and I'm reading some comments asking on how to manage your time as a working and also as a full-time law student. So I will be discussing developing good habits in law school, time management tips for working and full-time law students. We all know that law school is already a challenge with endless readings, case digests, and recitations. But what if you're also working while studying? Or even if you're a full-time law student? How do you make sure your time doesn't just slip away? Or how do you maximize your time and make the most out of it? We all know that in law school, time is your most valuable resource. Okay? Time is your best friend. Importante ang oras. How to maximize your time. And how you use it determines how far you'll go. So whether you're working while studying or focusing full-time on your classes, the secret to staying on top of everything is building the right habit. So let's break down the acronym habits. First, letter H. Have a clear plan. Everything starts with a plan. As they say, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. In law school, this is more than just a quote. It's reality. Okay? Importante magplano. Okay? Because when you make a plan, you are organizing your thoughts. You are organizing your everyday job, your everyday activities. Okay? Mas structured kung meron kang plan. Okay? So, first step is to have a clear plan. How? First, for working students, having a clear plan means mapping out your work or your week around your job. Since your work schedule is fixed, you must intentionally set aside time for readings, case digests, and reviews. Let's say your work is from 8 o'clock in the morning until 5 in the afternoon, and then you have evening classes. Let's say 6 o'clock p.m. until 9 p.m. Okay, so iplano mo yan. Ilagay mo yan sa iyong calendar, okay? And then, allot time, no? Kailan ka mag-aaral? So, sabihin natin, during lunch breaks, no? Isingit mo yung pagbabasa. Let's say 30 minutes, no? 30 minutes will do during lunch breaks or coffee breaks. Or after your classes, no? After your 9 p.m. classes, allot time to read, let's say at least 1 hour. Okay, so ilagay mo yan sa plano mo para mas structured. Meron kang sinusundan. Ano din yung babasahin mo? For what particular subject, no? Yung babasahin mo for that particular day. Okay. And then also, plan it for a week. So let's say until Saturday and Sunday, ilagay nyo na ano yung babasahin nyo in advance, ano yung gagawin nyo sa Saturday or sa Sunday. Are you going to do your digest? Are you going to do your assignments? Or are you going to read lessons in advance? Okay? Ilagay nyo na yan sa plan nyo. Okay? Because again, it is very important to have a very organized and structured no system. Because in that way, you will not get lost. Kasi may sinusundan ka na eh. Okay? So, plan ahead. For full-time students, it means structuring your flexible time so it doesn't get wasted. Okay? So, you have more time no, as compared to working students. Treat your study hours as office hours, no? Quote unquote office hours. So, have specific blocks for reading, summarizing, and resting. So, kung full-time student ka, try mong i-allot yung time mo from 8 o'clock to 12 noon reading, and then in the afternoon, doing your assignments. Okay? So, isipin mo yun yung office hours mo, 8 to 5, no? In preparation for your evening classes. Okay? So, you need to maximize your time. Okay? So, i-plan nyo rin yung inyong buong linggo. And then, adjust it accordingly. We have here some practical tips. You may use a planner or Google Calendar to list deadlines and, of course, yung recitations, no? Or kung merong assignments, okay? So, or case digest that you need to submit, ilagay nyo rin sa planner nyo kailan nyo siya isasubmit. Okay? And then, review your plan every Sunday and, of course, adjust it weekly if needed. And prioritize urgent and important tasks first. Okay? Kung sabihin natin sa isang subject, meron kayong quiz dyan or merong lahat naman ng subjects halos may recitation. So you need to read in advance. Okay? So for example, other subjects demand you to submit 50 plus case digest. So, medyo mas urgent yon. So, yun ang unahin nyo. Okay? So, to share with you my personal experience, I always have this calendar. Nakalagay lagi doon yung aking 1 week schedule or even a month schedule, no? Kung ano yung kailangan kong basahin for that particular day. Okay? So, para mas hindi kayo ma-overwhelm. Okay? Plan it. Ilagay yung everyday nyo. Ano yung kailangan nyong gawin for this day? Okay? Pwede naman yung i-micromanage yung schedule nyo eh. Kung na-overwhelm kayo sa dami, isa-isa lang. One step at a time. Okay? So, let's say Monday. Ano lang yung kaya nyong basahin sa Monday? Ano lang yung kaya nyong basahin on Tuesday, Wednesday, okay? And so on. Okay? Para hindi kayo ma-overwhelm. But it is very important to plan ahead, to have that structured system. Okay? Because that will make you more organized. Okay? So it is very important. First step is to have a clear plan. A plan gives you direction. Okay? Without it, even 24 hours a day won't feel enough. Okay? So having a plan isn't about being busy. It is about being prepared. When you know what needs to be done, you can face law school calmly, no? And confidently. Next, letter A, no? For our second word sa ating habits, letter A is to allocate time wisely. So my question, do we all have 24 hours a day? What's your answer? Objectively speaking, yes. Right? We all have 24 hours a day. Okay? However, subjectively speaking, no? There's a difference, no? Ano yung 24 hours for a working student? Ano yung 24 hours for a full-time student? It differs now, okay? So the difference between successful and struggling students is how they allocate these 24 hours. So for working students, use small pockets of time. Okay? Kasi kulang yung oras nyo eh, kasi nagtatrabaho kayo. Okay? So yung small pockets of time, let's say 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or 30 minutes. Okay, isingit nyo. Try to at least na isingit yung inyong mga binabasa. So review caudals during commute, listen to recorded lectures on breaks, or read one case daily before bed. So, ganun yun, no? To maximize your time. I did that before. You know, papuntang sa school and pauwi, nagbabasa ako ng caudal. Or I'm listening to recorded lectures in order for me to not waste every minute of my time. Okay, so try to do that also. Okay? Kasi kahit isang case lang binasa nyo, it's still a progress. Okay? Protect your study time by, of course, communicating your schedule with your employer or family. So kung medyo lenient naman ang inyong employer, so try to say na for this particular day, you will be on break because you need to study. Okay? So, communication lang naman yan eh. Pero kung strict ang inyong employer or talagang you need to work, okay, so tingnan nyo na lang kung ano yung mga oras na kaya nyo siyang maisingit, no? And then also, tell your family that on weekends, let's say you need to study, okay? So, medyo kaunti muna yung time for other activities. Okay? Kasi nga, sabi nga, time is your most valuable resource, no, in law school. For full-time students, create a structured routine. So, for example, dedicate 3 hours in the morning for reading, 2 hours in the afternoon for case summaries or case digests, and an hour in the evening for review. Avoid open-ended study sessions. So, set time limits so you don't burn out. Ito yung pinaka-iniiwasan no? Na hindi rin naman talaga siya maiwasan, is yung feeling of burnout. Kasi kung sa isip nyo, kailangan nyo mag-aral in a span of 8 hours, no? Nakaka-stress yon, no? You will feel that it's very overwhelming, no? So, you need to have a structured routine. So, pwedeng 3 hours lang. Okay? Then, yung other hours in the morning, use that to do other activities, no? For full-time students. And then 2 hours lang for case digest in the afternoon, and then 1 hour in the evening. So, nakailang oras ka na? 6 hours. So, that will do. Okay, okay na yan. Okay? To do your advanced reading and to do your assignment. So, kapag open-ended kasi, pwedeng hindi ka maging productive. Okay, kasi wala kang sinusundan na oras eh. No? Hindi ka nakapagplano kung ano ba yung dapat mong basahin for this particular hour. So, here is an example. Okay, so for working students, so working hours 8 to 5, classes mo 6 to 9, study hours, if you can stay up late from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. or 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. So at least 2 hours a day kung kaya. Okay. During weekends, at least 6 to 8 hours a day. No? Diyan kayo babawi. Kung wala kayong work during weekends, diyan nyo na lang bawiin yung hindi nyo nabasa no? During your weekdays. For full-time students, yan yung study hours nyo, no? 8 to 5. And then, as stated earlier, pwede nyo siyang i-structure na 3 hours lang or 2 hours. And then, of course, you need to have in-between breaks. And then, during weekends, it's the same, no? At least 6 to 8 hours a day. Kasi during weekends, yun yung mas may time kayo to read, no? Pero syempre, this is a case-to-case basis if you still need to do other jobs or of course, if you have your children, no? So, talaga medyo mahirap ding ibalanse. So, case-to-case naman ito, what will work for one may not work for the other person. So, try to assess yourself first, no? Ano ba yung mag-work sa inyo na time schedule? But the bottom line here is to at least allot, no? 1 to 2 hours, let's say, or 3 hours, no? Kung ano yung kaya nyong i-allot na reading hours. Okay? Kasi wala kasing shortcut sa law school eh. You need to read, read, and read. Okay? Yun lang naman ang golden rule natin. Kailangan lang talaga magbasa. Okay? So allocating time wisely means giving every hour a job and sticking to it. Okay? Next, letter B. Balance work, study, and rest. So law school is a long journey. It is not a sprint. No, it is not a race. Balance keeps you from burning out. So for working students, balance is about setting realistic goals. Don't try to do everything in one sitting. Even one completed reading a day is already a progress. And for full-time students, balance means taking breaks and avoiding study fatigue. So don't study for 8 hours straight, no? You should include short breaks, meals, and rest periods, no? Kailangan lagi ng balance. Kasi kung ikaw naman, no, yung schedule mo, puro ka lang pagbabasa ang ginawa mo, no? Mapagod din ang brain mo, mapagod ang katawan mo. So, you will be, what? Counterproductive, no? If you are tired and exhausted, your brain will not function well. You may not remember, no, what you have read. So, it's important to have a balance, no? And then, you also need to go out, no? Mag-allot din kayo ng time to be with your friends, be with your family, and have some other things to do like jogging, no, or any other outdoor activities. Okay? Para hindi kayo ma-overwhelm, para hindi kayo ma-burn out. Okay? So remember, also very important, sleep is non-negotiable. Your brain processes, no, legal concepts during rest. So importante ring magpahinga. Okay? Importanteng matulog, no? Kasi mas magkakaroon ulit kayo ng energy, mas fresh ulit yung mind nyo when you take a rest. Okay? Social life and self-care matter too. Okay, so reward yourself after productive weeks. So eat any fancy restaurant, okay? Watch your favorite movie, watch your favorite K-drama, okay? So dapat meron din kayong other activities, no? So that you will finish, no? Law school with a healthy mind and healthy body, no? Kasi kung hindi kayo magpahinga, no? It will have a toll in your health later on, no? So it's still important to have a balance, no? Balance in everything. And then physical exercise helps release stress and keeps you mentally sharp. Balance doesn't mean doing everything equally. It means doing what's most important without losing yourself in the process. Okay, so very important, no, to have a balance, no, in work, study, and of course, in taking a rest. Okay, so don't forget this, no, yung balance. That is very important. Next, letter I, invest in smart study methods. So time management isn't just about scheduling. It's also about how you study. You need to study smart. No, ano ba yung study smart na yan? Sabi nga nila, no, study smart, not study hard. No? So what is this, no? Focus on understanding, not memorizing. The law is built on logic. So once you understand the reasoning, recalling becomes easier. No? Ako rin, I don't encourage memorizing. No, hindi naman lahat kasi may photographic memory. Hindi lahat tayo, no, kapag isang basa lang na may memorize na agad. No, it's not about memorizing. Sabi nga, no, memorization is the basic, no, or the lowest form, no, sa intelligence hierarchy. Kasi anyone can memorize, no? Kung talagang repeated reading, mamememorize mo yan. But the challenge is, no, did you understand what you have just read? No? Yan yung pinaka-question eh. Naintindihan mo ba yung binasa mo? Okay. So it's more of comprehension, no? Give importance to understanding what you are reading, not just merely memorizing. Okay? Kasi kung naintindihan mo na yung batas na binasa mo, kahit anong tanong yan, no? Yung the application, kung pinagbalik-baliktad na yan, pero naintindihan mo talaga yung batas, naintindihan mo yung basis mo. So you will be able to answer the questions. No? You will be able to answer bar questions. No? Again, once you understand the reasoning, marirecall mo na yan eh. And then, when you keep on reading your notes or your books, kung paulit-ulit yan eh, let's say binasa mo na first reading mo in preparation for your recitation or in preparation for your class, no? May first reading ka na, so yun yun. Ano yung second reading mo? Midterm exam or final exam. So that would be your second reading. Next, third reading in your review subjects during your fourth year. No, third reading na yan kasi babalikan mo ulit yung binasa mo nung ikaw ay first year, second year, and third year. Fourth reading during your bar review proper. Okay, so pang-apat mo na yung binasa. So sa paulit-ulit mong binabasa, no, automatic na yan sa brain nyo. Mamememorize na yan eventually. No? And then again, very important is to understand. Okay? Para mas mabilis nyo siyang ma-recall. You may also create case digest, no, that summarizes, no, facts, issues, rulings, and doctrines in your own words. Or you may use reviewers, flashcards, or any other study applications, no, like Quizlet for quick recall, or kung ano mang mga study apps na meron kayo dyan. And then for working students, you may use audio lectures, no, during travel time. So ngayon marami tayong mga audio lectures, no? Search lang kayo sa YouTube. May mga discussions na rin diyan mga naka-upload. So use ano, no, maximize your these audio lectures. It will help you. And then what else? For full-time students, no, teach what you have learned to others, no? It's one of the best ways to reinforce memory. Kasi kung ma-explain nyo na yan sa iba, ibig sabihin, naintindihan nyo na, no? So, importante rin, no, na magkaroon din kayo ng focus group discussion or tell it with your classmates, no? Kung talagang naiintindihan nyo, ma-explain nyo sa kanila rin yon. Okay? So, isa rin yun sa mga strategies to be able to understand well what you have read, no? To determine or to check yourself, no, kung naintindihan mo ba talaga o hindi. Okay. Investing in smart study means using your time for what truly improves your comprehension, no? Not just going through the motions. Hindi yung magbabasa ka lang dahil kailangan, binabasa mo lang without understanding, hindi ganon, no? So, studying smart is about understanding, no? Understanding what you are reading. Okay? It is not, again, it is not about memorizing. It is about understanding. Okay? Next, track your progress. You can't improve what you don't measure. So progress, no, isn't about perfection. It's about persistence. So you can have, no, a checklist. So at the end of every week, you may reflect, no, what task did you finish on time? So i-check niyo yung inyong ano diyan, checklist, no, or inyong calendar. Nagawa niyo ba tong advanced reading na ito? Nagawa niyo ba tong assignment na ito? So check it. Or kung hindi man, i-plan niyo ulit siya for the following week, kailan niyo siya gagawin, no? So, babalik kayo dun sa first step, which is planning. Okay? And the next, reflect kayo, ano ba yung mga topics, no, that you still find confusing? Ano ba yung mahirap? Ano ba yung hindi niyo naintindihan? So, pag may hindi kayo naintindihan, try to read it again, no? Pwede yung sa mga books, annotated books, or reviewers, or kung may application na sa isang case, para mas maintindihan niyo yung topic na yon. Or you may ask your friends, no? Ask for help. No, it's okay to ask for help. Or kung meron kayong friends na lawyers na, you may also ask them, okay? Para mas maintindihan niyo yung topic na yon. Okay? And then, isa pa sa checklist, of course, na important also, did you rest enough? No? Have you taken your rest, your sleep? Kasi that is also very important, right? So keeping a study journal or weekly reflection log helps you stay aware of your strengths and weaknesses. Adjust your strategy if something, no, isn't working. So flexibility is a key. Okay? So tracking your progress keeps you accountable and motivated. It is how small daily habits turn into long-term success. And lastly, no? Tapos na tayo sa H, A, B, I, T, and now letter S, habits, no? Stay consistent. You can't improve what you don't measure. So, no, law school success, no? Law school success isn't built overnight. It is built day by day. Remember, show up for your plan even when you don't feel like it, no? Kahit ayaw niyo, no? Gawin niyo pa rin, no? Upuan niyo yung plan niyo, no? Sit in your desk, sit in your table, no? Gawin niyo. Even you don't feel doing it. Okay? Small habits done daily like reading one case, updating notes, reviewing codals, no? This accumulate no into mastery. Sabi ko nga kanina, kung bar preparation na yan, nasa fourth reading na kayo. No, supposedly, no? Fourth reading na yan. Kasi naka-first reading na kayo during your first review ng subject nyo, then second sa exams, and then in review subjects during fourth year, and then in bar preparation. So, kung consistent kayo sa pag-aaral, sa simula pa lang, no? It will come naturally later on. Maalala nyo yung mga binasa nyo, no? And then avoid all or nothing thinking. Missing one study day doesn't mean giving up, no? Just restart tomorrow. Okay, kung kayo, let's say, no, nag-procrastinate kayo today, talagang hindi kaya ng mind nyo, talagang you just wanna take a rest, you want to sleep, no? It's okay. Okay? It doesn't mean you're giving up. It means what? You're just restarting for tomorrow, no? Basta tuloy-tuloy lang. Okay? Hindi naman bawal na magpahinga. And then celebrate small wins, no? Like when you finish a case digest, no? And then you were called by your professor during recitations, and then were able to answer the question confidently, no? Or you submitted your work on time. So celebrate nyo. Paano nyo celebrate? You may watch your favorite Netflix, your movie, no? Kakain kayo, no? You treat yourself. Okay, so it's also important, no, to celebrate small wins. So consistency beats intensity, no? What matters most is not how fast you go, but how steady you stay. Okay? So kahit na grabe ang binasa nyo for, let's say, example, no? Sa isang araw, ang dami nyong binasa, intense, very intense ang review nyo. Pero the whole week, ayaw nyo na magbasa. Okay? Hindi kayo naging consistent doon sa plinano nyo. Okay? It's more important to be consistent, no? Than, sabi nga, it beats intensity, no? Kahit ang dami yung binasa yung isang araw na yun, kung tinamad na kayo later on, 1 week, 2 weeks na, wala pa kayong binabasa. So, you will not be productive. Okay? So, be consistent. Alright? So again, for habits, each have a plan so you know where your time goes, okay? To have a structured and organized schedule, you need to plan out your week or your month. Allocate time wisely to focus on what truly matters. Okay? And then yung small pockets of time, no? Yung listening to audio lectures or kahit 30 minutes of your time, no? Or before sleeping, kahit 1 case lang, pwede na yan. Okay? B, balance your work, study, and rest. Of course, you need to recharge your body and your mind. Okay? I, invest in smart study methods for deeper learning. Okay? You need to study smart. It is not about memorization, but it is about comprehension. It is about understanding. Next, letter T, track your progress so you can grow and improve, no? Have a checklist. I-check nyo ano yung natapos nyo, no? Kung hindi nyo natapos, then balik kayo dun sa letter H, no? I-plan nyo siya, kailan nyo siya gagawin. Okay. And then lastly, letter S, no? Stay consistent even when it's hard. Okay? You need to show up for yourself. Okay? Law school is not about being the smartest in the room. It is about showing up, managing your time, and building strong, consistent habits. Now it's your turn. So are you a working or full-time law student? No? What is your biggest challenge in managing your time? So let's talk about it in the comments. No? Comment down below. No? Ano ba yung challenge nyo in managing your time? So let's talk about it. Okay? So again, law school is not a race, no? It is a test of endurance, patience, and strategy. And if you can manage your time well, you will not only survive law school, you will actually enjoy learning the law, no? Kasi yun ang importante eh. You need to enjoy what you are doing. You need to have a passion, no? In what you are studying. That's very important, okay? So that ends my discussion on how to manage your time as a working student or as a full-time law student. So you may like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, your bar exam coach, Attorney Jenna Stabilio, and you may reach me through Telegram at your bar exam coach 22, or you may follow me in Twitter or in X, no, at bar exam coach 22. And also you may like or follow my Facebook account, Your Bar Exam Coach. Thank you. And once again, thank you for listening. I hope I was able to help you or guide you in a way on how to manage your time well. Okay, so if you need to share, no, if you want to share your experience, no, drop a comment below. Okay, thank you.